Hi everyone, this is Iris from ilee Tarots. Welcome to another Pick Up How reading. Today we are going to see what makes you attractive to other people. Okay, so other people here refers to the people that are around you, the people that you hang out with, that you chat with online and offline, just in general. Okay, and I want to focus in on the attractive qualities that you have. So in this reading, what I did was for each pile, I want to talk about what makes you attractive to other people. So we will be focusing more about the attractive qualities that you have. That is what makes you attractive. Okay, and then the second part is about how people actually see you. In other words, what is it about you that attracts them to you? Now, in other words, I will be trying to see how they perceive you. Okay, and then in the third part of the reading, this is for the third part is just going to be some advice or just some final message for you. I'm not sure if this is going to pertain to the reading or if this is just going to be general for you, but I know that out of all these three sections that I will be trying to read for you, the last one is the one that's going to show you whether or not this reading will resonate with you. So because maybe for some of you, you'll be like, no, that's not me, that's not me, oh, that's not me. I don't think that's how people see me, that's how people perceive me. But once we go into the last part, this last section of this reading, maybe then you know, oh my gosh, this reading is so for me. Because sometimes as humans, we have this tendency to, maybe some of us have this tendency to try to humble ourselves, or maybe you don't see yourself as that way. Okay, so this reading is just something for you to realize and to be aware about who you are, and what you could be, what you are, what you can be. Okay, and let me see what else. Just try to stay for the last part because I've actually pulled a lot of oracle cards here. I think I use, wait, hang on, 1 2 3 4, I think it's 4. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's 4 oracle cards here. And yeah, so let's just go straight into picking the piles. So I have prepared 3 piles for you today. This is pile number 1, this is pile number 2, and this is pile number 3. Okay, so you can try to feel which pile is calling out to you. If you have problems, don't worry about it. You can always try to connect to the piles based on the crystals that I have prepared for you. So for pile number 1, we have a morganite. Okay, so this is in the cutting of a pichu. It's a Chinese mythical creature. I don't think you can see it. Hang on, let me try something here. You can see it. Wait, hang on, I need something dark. Right. Okay, hello, can you see it now? Yeah, I think you can see it. Okay, this is morganite. All right, and here we have a pile number 2. We have a devil aquamarine or a monster aquamarine. Okay, and for pile number 3, we have a golden rutilated quartz. Okay, so go ahead and choose your piles. You can pause this video if you need more time. And whenever you're ready, I will see you at the timestamps. Timestamps are in the description box below. Hello, pile number 1. So let's go straight into your reading. Let me put this guy here. The morganite. Okay, now wait, hang on. Okay, so let's go. Hang on. So these are your oracle cards. I'm going to put this here first, right? So what makes you attractive? Hang on, because I don't want to screw up the reading, so I just wanted to be careful. Okay, so these 3 cards are actually your last message. All right, so let's see the attractive qualities about you. Okay, straight up here I feel you are kind. I feel you're just someone who is this you give chances to people most of the time. I wouldn't say all of the time, but it's also because you are, to be honest, you're a bit of a people pleaser. But otherwise, I would have, I mean, if me, I would have seen you as someone who is kind, who's the kind that is like, you do not want to always fight or argue or confront or just make people feel uncomfortable. Because part of you, to be honest here, part of you is a bit insecure. And to be honest, I would say your energy here is a bit small, meaning to say you are too nice for your own good. I also want to say that I think you very likely can generate a lot of ideas, and these ideas are just something that can be turned, can be transmuted into something that is that can, the kind that can earn money, that can grow into something stable and big. I would also see you as someone, I mean, with this eight of swords and this two of cups here, you have this fine line between humble and insecure, which is why I mentioned that you are kind of a bit of a people pleaser, because you are also the kind who wants to, I wouldn't say you want to care for other people. I just think that you are someone who does not want the other person to feel hurt. I also want to say that you're very forgiving. Maybe too nice for your own good. And there's something about you that you give people that feeling like you're not that person to betray them. You're not that person to backstab them. That I feel I know I said that your energy here feels small, but I also want to say that you are like stable. Wait, hang on. Let me try to interpret this into sentence. Because I can feel the cards, I can feel the energy, but I don't know how to put them in words sometimes. I guess what I'm trying to say is when people see you, they feel that you are not a threat. You are not intimidating. You are someone that they may not fully trust, but if they were given a chance, you will be the first one in their list that they can trust. Does that make sense? In other words, they don't see you as a threat. They just see you as you're a good person. I also want to say that you are someone who thinks very deep. You're a deep thinker. And sometimes to an extent, you may, keep on thinking deep and everything, and then you just go into this, you just spiral down into the rabbit hole. So maybe your attractive quality is that you are very kind. You're someone who thinks very deep before you talk, before you convey your messages. And you're always someone that gives people hope. You are also a very hopeful person, I would say. And you care so much about how you and another person feel, meaning to say that you take care of their feelings. But I also want to say be careful of how you give too much of your time to other people. The thing about this reading is that not about this video, about your reading is that I think that this card is telling me to tell you that you have this tendency to lower yourself to, what's the word, You lower yourself so that the other person can feel bigger than you. And in the beginning of the video, I did say I'm going to touch on 3 sections. The first one is supposed to be, what are your attractive qualities? Now, the thing about tarot is sometimes, yes, they can show you what I asked. I set the intentions into the cards. They will show me what I need to tell you. But I also can tell that universe, source, God, spirit wants me to tell you that you have this tendency to lower yourself, to dim your own light so that other people can shine. Okay? I'm not sure. I mean, it really has to depend on what the advice is. Of course, if even without the cards, if I were to advise you, it's just as simple as, you don't have to do that. Just because, you don't have to play dumb so that the other person can feel better or big, right? But I think let's leave things here first. We will see what the advice here and what the other oracle cards here say before I comment further. Okay, so now, how does other people see you? How do other people see you? Sorry. Queen of Wands, Four of Wands, and Eight of Coins. So interestingly enough, you see, you inspire other people. Sometimes Queen of Wands is someone that's fiery, someone that is always result oriented, sometimes to an extent that they do not care about what other people think. But because you have the Two of Cups here right on top of the Queen of Wands, so I interpret this as, you are someone that inspires other people. You are like this lady here who leads the team. The way you speak, the way you carry your energy. So your attractiveness, it is about how you are able to make other people feel good about themselves. And also, I want to say, with the Two of Cups and Four of Wands here, especially with Ace of Coins here, you are someone who can bring harmony. You are someone who can bring a team, a group together. Okay, because you're always, I would say, none of these cards are the court cards of the sword suit, which I would say is more diplomatic. But with this combination, I would not be surprised if you are a person who is diplomatic, because you want to make sure no one is being left out. And they always see you as someone that's busy. Whatever it is that you're doing, you inspire people. And at the same time, they also see that you're always building yourself. You're always improving yourself. And they also see you as someone that is like, they kind of see you like, oh, you have everything. You are so happy with your life. You are living comfortably. And you are so inspiring and just leading them. And you just give them this hope, this spark. Yeah. Okay, the difference between, I want to explain to you about this Ace of Pentacles, because I think some of you may disagree with me, but okay, this is how I read my cards anyway. So what I said was, you give them that hope, that spark. And usually the spark, we should connect it to Ace of Wands. But here, because the spark brings something, it is the idea, the base of the foundation. It gives them hope that they know they can take it and build it for themselves and become someone better. Okay, so that's what I mean by spark of hope, inspiration. I'm just trying to see if there's any more energy messages coming in. Otherwise, I'm going to move over to the advice. To be honest, some of them do see you as someone that's struggling. Okay, I'll be really honest. But otherwise, they have a very good impression of you. They know, they don't see you as a loser, if you're wondering about that, because you have this Eight of Swords. So I have to pay attention to this. You're just someone, I would even say some see you as very attractive physically, as someone, I would say, in not sensual, I think the word should be sexy, or just someone that what's this feeling, I wouldn't say to a sensual energy, but more like they see you as, wow, this is a lady, this is a woman, okay, or this is a man, this is a gorgeous babe. No, it shouldn't be something sensual, but okay, point is they see you as good looking, okay, very, I mean, you may feel small. I think you feel yourself as no one, when in fact other people see you. It's like, okay, what I'm feeling here, the energy here is a bit small and dim and quiet. Here is more like, wow, it's huge, it's big, it's flourishing. Okay, so yeah, people look highly to you. Cool. All right. Okay, so I think I think I've talked enough about this part. So now let's go into this final part. So in the beginning of the video, I did mention that this is going to be your advice or just some last message for you. I'm not sure if it's going to pertain to this reading or if this is going to be general message for you, but whatever the case is, this part should resonate with you. And if it does, then you will say, you can you can tell yourself that actually this part of the reading will resonate with you. Okay, if this part resonates with you, then the rest of it should resonate with you. Okay, all right. Okay, so Three of Pentacles, World, Knight of Coins. Okay, put this guy here. Okay, so we have going forward, we have health. Okay, these two cards I will open later because I'll explain why. Okay, regeneration. All right, hang on, give me a few minutes. Okay, I'm not sure if you feel that you're too slow or if you feel like you've not done enough. If that's how you feel, then this reading is saying that go at your own pace. Don't rush it, because right now you are on the right track. Whatever it is that you're doing right now, you are on the right track. Yes, you may be slow, but you don't rush it. This reading is saying whatever it is, don't rush it. Just slowly build as much as you can. Take your time. Go at your own pace. Don't rush yourself. Yes, I keep repeating like a broken record, because here we have Three of Coins, which does tell me that you are slowly building something, and the World here is the one that tells me that you are on the right track. Okay, the Knight of Coins here is saying it's a card about, in a way, it's a card about reflection. It is a card about asking you to observe the surroundings. So it can be the environment, it can be something like maybe, let's say for example, the share market, the stock market, or maybe how the energies of the people are around you right now. Like for example, right now I am doing this video on the 30th of May, which is a Sunday, but I know that I'm going to post this video on the 2nd of June. So right now, as I am recording this video, my country is going for a lockdown tomorrow, the next day on the 1st of June. So in other words, if you are in Malaysia, okay, and you're Malaysian, you maybe right now you are, I wouldn't say restricted, it's just that your progress is a bit limited. So which is why the Knight of Coins is here. First of all, we have to see the SOPs, we have to see the updates from the government to see what we can do and what we cannot do. So this is what the Knight of Coins is about. It is about observing, analyzing, and see what we can do about the situation that is going to unfold in front of us. Okay, and for those of you who are not in Malaysia, you know, if there's no lockdown, you're free to roam about. This the reading is still the same. Whatever it is that you, whatever journey, whatever it is that you're building, okay, you are on the right track. Just don't rush it. Okay, so you see, going forward here, I like it that, you know, it's still a long journey. It's really nice to see these two together actually. So in this card you can see there's a long journey, and it's still whatever it is that you're wanting to get, wanting to achieve, it's still a long way. Okay, but don't give up. All right, because I'm pretty sure along the journey you will learn a lot of stuffs, and I think that's the fun part, you know, because once you've reached the end, once you've achieved the goal, you know, it's like, oh, everything's finished, oh, and now I don't know what to do. That kind of feeling. And this card, I believe, is just telling you, it's the same what I said, you are on the right track. Okay, so just keep moving forward. All right. Health here, this one, I wouldn't be surprised if this one talks about more about maintaining your health or improving your health. I did do this reading for a client for their yearly overview, and one of my clients had this health card, and a few months later, she got back to me. She told me that she has some health issues, and you know, from then on, whenever I see this card, I will tell everyone, including you, to be careful about your health. Pay attention to your eating habits, to your exercise routine, and also take note of the very basics like your blood pressure, your your glucose level, and cholesterol level, and all that. If you can do a medical checkup, that is the best. All right, because whatever it is that you're going for is still a long way. Maybe for some of you this is just as simple as your exercise routine, and if it is, then this reading is just telling you, you know, just, yeah, you're on the right track. Yes, you're on the right track. Just pay more attention to your to every other aspects of your health, not just your physical health but also your mental health. Okay, regeneration is, this card is about, you know, you must have gone through a very difficult point in the past, and right now you are growing to become, you know, you're slowly growing. If anything, all these cards here, it just reconfirms and reclarifies and clarifies everything I said. You see, this is the volcano, so there are new trees coming out. So I think it's like this. You've went through a very, like, you know, like life has its ups and downs. So you're down. I'm sorry, my English is not that good. It's very difficult for me to explain. Anyway, so there must have been a very, very bad part of your life that there must be some bad event that happened in the past, and right now you're slowly building yourself. Okay, and I guess this whole reading wants me to assure you, sorry about that. Okay, so let me repeat myself. This whole reading is telling me to tell you that maybe you feel small about yourself because you don't see yourself as someone who is on the same level as other people. You know, other people have already done businesses, they've already started a family or whatever it is, and you feel that, you know, you're not there yet. Okay, but other people don't see you that way. They see you as someone who has everything. You're inspiring, you're an inspiration to people, to the community, and you are doing your very best. Yes, they do see you struggle, but they know and they acknowledge that you are improving. Okay, and even universe, even God, even spirit, even source is saying that you are doing your very best and you are on the right track. Okay, whatever happened in the past, let it go, let it be. You don't have to compare yourself to other people. Just compare. If you need to compare, then compare yourself to the person you were maybe 5 years ago, 10 years ago. All right, you don't see in a superficial way. Don't see, the things that you can own, that you can buy. See in a way where how much you have grown, what type of how different your character is, how different your thinking pattern is. Okay, you still have a lot to learn, to grow. You're still a tiny little tree, but there's still room for you to grow. Okay, and I think the other part, out of all the parts, maybe you've had everything under control, and health here is the how do you say, um health is probably the not the last thing. Wait, let me try to rearrange my sentence and my thoughts. I guess why the health card is here is because this is the thing that you may be neglecting, and all the more why you should pay more attention. Okay, so take note of your exercise routine, your movement routine. Take note of the things that you eat, that you put in your mouth, that you consume. Take note of the amount of water you take. All right, and also, I mean, health covers a lot of things. Mental, physical, even your lifestyle. If you smoke, then try to cut down smoking. If you and if you I mean, maybe some of you are confined at home right now. Like I said, for Malaysians, a lot of us will be confined at home, so we have to find ways to do more. What's the word again? Home workout, home exercises. Yeah. So you can focus on body exercises. You can focus on, maybe you can get yourself a treadmill if you want to. Right. Most important thing is just take note, pay attention. Okay, so yeah, I'm just repeating myself right now. Okay, so I think you get the idea, right? Okay, all right. So why I saved this for the last is because this card is from the sacred self-care oracle by Jill Pal, sorry. These cards sometimes can be a bit too spiritual. Okay, so that's why I pulled two cards. So in the event that, if one of them is too spiritual for you, you can use the other card's advice. All right, otherwise you can choose to do both. It's okay, it's totally up to you. All right, so first card we have connect with your womb, and the other card is music. Okay, so I guess why health is here, especially for us with wombs, this with womb. Okay, with the womb here, pay more attention to it. Take care of hang on, there was another message in this card here. Give me a few seconds, let me get the guidebook. There is something else. Let me read it straight from the book, because I don't want to miss anything. Hang on. 15. Okay, connect with your womb. Meditate on drawing forth the creative energy of your womb, your mother's womb, or the cosmic womb. This will help you gather insight about the creations that the universe is calling forward from within you. By opening up this intuitive dialogue with your womb, you will also better understand what needs releasing. Rest one or both hands on your lower belly and send loving energy to this space. Ask your womb, physical or energetic, the following questions. What creation wants to come forward through me? what energies are stored here, what womb traumas within me or from my lineage needs healing. If fertility or birthing is in your energy field, take this time to tune in deeper to your womb as the vessel through which new life can enter this realm. Ask your womb how you can support it in healing or in carrying a new life. Listen carefully to the answers that reveal themselves. Okay, so journal prompt: what feelings, thoughts, and beliefs do you associate with your womb and why? Okay, so if you were to ask me about wombs, for me, perhaps this is why the health is here, especially when it comes to Chinese culture, Chinese medicine. It's very important that we take more warm water. We don't drink cold water during our menstruation or during, because it's going to cramp up our womb and our uterus, and it's going to create a lot of discomfort. And perhaps this is part of, the health that is being told here. It's not more about the womb. It's about being aware of what you put in your body. Yeah. In other words, maybe for some of you, it is about changing the quality of the food that you put in your mouth or the food that you take. Meaning to say, maybe try to take more superfood, try to take more vegetables, take more, change white rice to brown rice perhaps. Okay, it is about when you put quality food into your body. Okay, especially for women, when you take care of you, when you take that special care. Okay, the womb is, is the creation of something. Okay, for most of us, we connect it to the creation of a baby, the creation of a new life. Okay, so in other words, how I read this is, when you take care of yourself, you are able to create a lot of new life, new ideas, new energy from you to others. Okay? So if we want to talk about cosmic womb, okay, then I would say it's the same as well. In other words, you are taking care of yourself, where be it physically, energetically, all right, then the idea comes to you. Okay? All right. So the next one, this card here, music. Music is pretty much literal, isn't it? I would say maybe for some of you, you connect easier with music, meaning to say you let it not to say control you. You just go with the flow, you go with the music. For some people, when they listen to music, they just go, to them it's just a white noise. But for others, with the right music, they work faster, they become more productive. Okay, and I also want to mention, I don't know why I want to connect it with health, but I guess that's why I pulled these two cards. Okay, so perhaps when you feel, you don't have this urge to put in effort into your health, then you have to, use music. In other words, maybe for some of you, you can adopt a dancing routine for your exercise routine. For some of you, it is as simple as joining music classes for your mental health. It's about using and applying music to improve your health in general. Okay? I'm just seeing if there's anything else I can get for you here. Okay. Okay. I even almost choked myself. That means it's enough. Okay. So pile number one, that's all I have for you. So I really hope this reading helps. I really hope this reading resonates with you, and if it does, I hope you get the best. You get a lot of insights, you get a lot of ideas out from this reading. I would really appreciate it if you can help me like this video, subscribe to me, and follow me on my YouTube, my Instagram, and my Facebook page. And please do share this video with your friends if you find this video is helpful. And I will see you next video. Bye. Hello, pal number 2. So let's go straight into your reading. So I'm gonna put my Devil Aquamarine here. All right, hang on. So all my oracle cards are here. Okay. So, what makes you attractive to other people in general? Okay. Okay, so these 3 cards are your advice. We're gonna put it here. All right, here we go. 8 of Swords. Pile number 1 have 8 of Swords too. 7 of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, wait, give me a second here. Okay, what this part of the section reading is about, what is your attractiveness? What makes you attractive to other people? I would say that I think you're someone who gives thought to whatever it is that you are supposed to do. Meaning to say, if I were to give you a task or a project, you do a lot of research, you take a lot of time to think and rethink. And you are not someone, okay, here I wouldn't say that you're not a people player, but I would say that you are a lone wolf. You work very well without supervision. You are someone who can see the problem of the situation, and then you do study, you research to find out how to overcome the problem. And you are very honest, in a way blunt, but I guess that's what makes you attractive, because you do not lie. You tell things as it is. You do not sugarcoat. I feel that this reading is more about, if you are a student, if you are a student, to me, I feel it is about your ability to find solutions. You are meticulous. You study hard, you work hard, and you're always you are inquisitive. Yes, correct. You ask why, how, where, who. You ask questions. And maybe it's more like other people are not that daring to ask, and you don't care. It's like, well, why do you want to do that? Why do you need to do that? You know, isn't it easier if we were to do B? Why do you have to go through A to Z? You know, this reading gives me, these 3 cards give me a lot of feeling like I don't know how to put that in sentences. You know, as a reader, I feel things. I feel things from cards, but it's so difficult for me to put them into sentence, because sometimes I struggle to show you what I'm feeling and seeing. Right now, what I'm seeing is like a hill, a mountain, and what does that mean? I don't know. But I would say that I think you're the kind that no one can push you around. No, and you are, I feel you're inquisitive. You're not easily satisfied with very superficial answers, or very, you know, very I guess you're not the kind to take nonsense or just silly things. And I would say that you are the kind that does not give up easily, in a sense that if you cannot find the solution, you stay there and you will study and you look for it and you will give all your best to find the solution, to find the answer. Because, in a way, it's kind of like you're a bit of a perfectionist. You give too much, um, just wanting to get the best result. Let me see what the second part here says first. Okay, so we have Ace of Wands, we have Seven of Swords, and we have Empress. Okay, so how does other people see? How do other people see you? What makes you attractive to other people? People think so highly of you. They see you as an empress. They see you as someone who, they know that you have this high standard. They know that, and the thing that whatever you do is, it is almost perfect. So like I said, you are the kind who, you have this bit of a perfectionism, in the sense that you do not want, if I were to give you a task or a project, you will go out of your way to make sure that if people were to ask you who, why, where, how, you have answers to everything, right? It's kind of like that. I remember this Honest trailer. I don't know if you guys watch Honest trailer, and I watched the one where the part where they did Captain America Civil War, and um, because the thing about Honest trailer is they are very picky with loopholes in movies, you see. So I remember in that particular episode with Captain America Civil War, no, not Civil War, sorry, Winter Soldier, okay, Winter Soldier, the guys behind Honest trailer had a very very hard time being picky about that movie. So it's kind of like that, because it was backstory, because the Russo brothers, they are they are they are fans of Honest Trailer, so they did all their research very carefully to make sure that Honest Trailer couldn't be too picky with their movies. Okay, so it's something that you can. It's just how I see in this reading. Okay. Mm, okay. I have to stop thinking about the Winter Soldier. It's one of my favorite movies. Sorry. Um, but I will say that the other people, when they see you, there's just something about you that's, you probably have this charisma around you, and sometimes, to be really honest, it does intimidate them. But it intimidates them because they're very afraid to disappoint you. They're very afraid of you not being happy with their work. So what they do is they try not to say too many things, because right here, um like I said, you will always ask why, how, who, where. Okay, and they try not to give you too many information, because sometimes when you give too much information, then the more questions and the more mistakes they will make, right? So they have this this bit about them. But other than that, you know, sometimes how there are certain people where we admire them so much, and the last thing we want to do is look like an idiot in front of them, right? Is that's how they feel with you. Okay, they don't want to disappoint you and themselves. You see, it's kind of like, when you see your celebrity, when you see this person that you admire so much, and then you kind of like, you did a mistake, and then you keep beating yourself up about it. I can't do it. I can't believe it. I did that in front of so and so. It's kind of like that. They know you are. Okay. To be honest, I feel that you carry this energy of, okay, because I want the best for you. If I allow this mistake for you, it is not doing you good. Maybe in your part, in your thoughts, you think that, okay, I cannot let you make this mistake, because otherwise you will never learn from what you did. No, sorry. I cannot just let your mistake slip by, because otherwise you will never learn to be a better person. For you, your thinking is, I want you to improve yourself. If you made a mistake, I will give you a lot of pressure, because only then you will learn how to not make the mistake the next time, and also you will always be a better person than you are today. That is how you see. That is how your thinking works. Okay? People, it's really interesting that, you scare people. Not, and I mean it in a good way. Okay, you intimidate or you scare people in a way that they do not want to disappoint you, right? And they have this admiration about you. That's why they do not want to disappoint you. So very likely you are either a leader or a supervisor, very likely very high position kind of person. Okay, and it doesn't have to just be in a workplace. Sometimes it can just be as simple as, maybe you are in this community, and you are someone that is knowledgeable, you have a lot of experience, and Empress itself is someone who is knowledgeable, experienced, and someone who knows how to handle, micromanage a lot of things. Okay, and other people probably don't see themselves as near as good as you. Your charisma is very strong. And I would also say that you have this very righteous feeling, the kind where you do what is for the highest good of everyone. Interesting. Okay, now I think I'm done. All right, so now let's go into the advice. So in the beginning of the video, I did say that I'm not sure if this advice is going to pertain to this reading, or if it's going to be some general message for you as a whole. We will see what happens. So what I'm going to do is, okay, I'm going to put these cards here. For this one, I will open this. I will read about this. I will read this in the last section. I will explain why later. Okay, so last message or advice for you. Three of Wands, Seven of Cups, Five of Cups. I think this is something that's very personal for you. Okay, so here, I don't know what it is you're waiting for. All right, and whatever it is that you're waiting for, it's kind of like taking a long time to get back to you, and you're kind of confused whether or not you should wait, or maybe if you're being played, or if like it's kind of like, oh my gosh, when is this gonna happen, and you're just feeling more and more disappointed in that. Whatever it is you're waiting for, you should wait some more, because you have done all you could. You have done your part. Right now, it is for whoever is on the other side to get back to you. Maybe for some of you, you are waiting for something like, maybe for example, you're waiting for the love of your life to appear. You're already the empress. So right now, perhaps you're waiting for your emperor, the other person to arrive. Okay? Tarot is not gender specific, okay? You're waiting for your soulmate, the love of your life, to turn up, right? I'm wondering, what is this Seven of Cups? Do you have a lot of options? But the one that you want is not around you, right? Let me see what the other cards say first before I continue. Okay, delight. Okay, I'm going to put this guy here. Delight, self-acceptance, all that glitters. Okay. Okay. This is a bit about, for you, your personal life. But some of this I can tell is about how other people perceive you. Maybe you always wonder, why do people... I mean, yes, this reading is about your attractive qualities, and you are attractive. But it's just that sometimes, you are so... You are like the perfect kind of person. And like I said, they don't want to disappoint you. Okay, so all that glitters to go. Maybe you're wondering, why is everyone avoiding you? They're avoiding you is because, like I said, they don't want to disappoint you. The more they say, the more you feel like, oh my gosh, this person is so silly. And that's the last thing they want, to portray themselves for you. Okay, so self-acceptance. You don't see yourself as the empress, right? It's kind of like, if I'm the empress, if I'm the best, then why is no one coming for me? Why is no one chasing me? Why is everyone avoiding me? It's not to say that everyone's avoiding you. I think it's more of the people that you want to come to you is not the one you want them to come to you. Meaning to say, okay, maybe you want this person A to come to you, but instead B and C and D and E comes to you, and you're like, and then you still tell the universe, why does no one want me? That kind of feeling. All right. In other words, you don't see what you have in front of you. The thing that you wish for, that you're waiting for, is not in front of you, and you think like, oh, the universe is bullying me, this is all nonsense and all crap. But you have a lot of options here. So perhaps it is like what I said. You want this person to come back, but there are so many new people in front of you. There's so many people that want you, and you're like, oh, please. No, I just want this A alone. And then when A doesn't come back, you go, oh my gosh, everything's falling apart. And then you think that A doesn't come back to you is because you're not good enough. And it would explain why you're always, why, who, wow, how, wow, hi, why, what am I doing? And that's why you're always so inquisitive. That's why you always want answers. You're someone who wants to know everything. Why doesn't this person come back? How is this person doing right now? Is there something wrong with me? Is there something wrong with me? Is that why the person doesn't come back? Okay. But know that you are the empress. Know that it's kind of like, I think you're at this point where you don't see what's in front of you. You expect certain things to happen, and when it doesn't, then you feel that, oh my gosh, something's wrong with me. I'm not worthy enough. I'm not good enough. Okay, which is why self-acceptance is here, which is why all that glitters is here. Okay, you don't see the beauty, you don't see what you have right now. It's like, for example, let's see, how can I convince you? Okay, so let me share with you my personal story. So right now, and I just figured this out a few days back. I am living alone with two kids, and I am nowhere near my family. I I do everything on my own. No, yes, I'm a single mom. Some people, maybe they see me single mom. Oh, so sad. Oh, you're all alone. Oh, you need more help. La 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 la. Well, my kids are teenagers now. They're grown and they can take care of themselves right now. Maybe for some people they think, oh, single mom, so sad. Everything, she has to do everything alone. Yes, I do everything alone, but I have a lot of freedom. See, it's not because, yes, I still want to meet someone, definitely. But at the same time, that person will arrive at the right time. I'm not going to rush it. I'm just going to let it be. Okay? And while that person, while waiting, or maybe I'm not waiting, I'm just going to enjoy my life. Yes, I am alone, but I have no worries. I am earning enough. I am taking care of my two kids. I am providing shelter. I pay my bills. I I I cook, help home cook. I cook food for my children. They don't starve. Okay. And I'm able to make sure that they study well. And I don't have to worry about, in-laws. I don't have to worry about my family, because my family is, they're okay. They're staying with my sister. I don't have to even think about, I don't have to deal with a lot of problems. My life is at peace. So yes, as much as I want to, to meet another person, but I'm not going to harp on it. I'm going to enjoy my life as it is, and I'm just going to wait for the next best thing to, I'm just going to wait for whatever it is to come to come. So in other words, you should also know that you're not lacking. Whatever it is that you think you don't have, it's not that, it's not that I want to invalidate you. Okay, I'm sure whatever it is that you're wanting here, whatever it is that you're waiting for, it is something that you really, really, really want. And when you don't get it, it's just so disappointing. I get it. But try not to, what's the word? It's not greedy. Try not to harp on it. Okay? Try to see what you have rather than what you don't have. Okay? And it doesn't have to be something superficial. It doesn't have to be something materialistic. Sometimes it can be just as abstract as it can be, like my story. I don't have anyone around me, but I have the freedom. I can do whatever I want, and I like it. I love it very much. So try to see it that way. Okay. In other words, this reading just highlights that you are someone who is, I would say, very, not strong-willed. Let me see what's the correct word for this. You are experienced. You are knowledgeable. and you are someone righteous, and you will do anything for the highest good. So you probably have this thinking that, oh, I'm a good person. Why is it that I do not get what I want? I thought good people, they will get many good things in life later. So when that doesn't happen, it's so disappointing. But the thing is, you're not seeing what universe is seeing here. You have a lot of options. I just don't know what it is. Okay, unless I pull more cards, which I don't want to be honest. You have a lot of options in front of you, but none of them can live up to your expectations. I'm not saying that you should lower expectations, okay? I'm just saying that sometimes it can be too abstract. It really depends on what options are you getting here. Maybe, you know, I don't know. I thought I got the example, but afterwards it's like, no, that's not it. That's not it. I also want to say, be careful of the things that you spend. All right, don't try to buy things just to make yourself happy. You know, and then in the end, it's like, oh my gosh, none of this makes me happy. And at the end of the day, I spend too much. So probably that's why all the glitters is here. Okay. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else before I move to those two cards here. Okay. All right. So now let's move to the final part. All right. For this one, why I pulled two cards is because this is from the Sacred Self-Care Oracle by Jill Pyle. What happens is sometimes the cards can be too spiritual, okay, and not everyone is very spiritual, okay. So what I want to do here is I pull two cards here. You can choose to work with either one, or you want to choose if you choose to do both, it's totally up to you. All right, so we have read and we have abundance planning. Okay, this is really interesting. I thought, because the way I read this, I know you are knowledgeable already, but perhaps there's something else that you should be reading. Okay, and it's not to say that you're not enough. It's just that perhaps you should try another genre. Perhaps you can try to indulge yourself into reading. There's something you should read. There's something else you should read. Hang on. I feel you should read something that's more spiritual. Not romance. Maybe some self-help books that perhaps focuses on self-acceptance and of course manifestation, and maybe law of attraction and all that. Because to be honest, now I see in the reading, your energy overall here in the tarot is very, to me, gives me a very rigid kind of feeling, where I feel that you sort of resist and repel things from coming to you. I know this reading is about attractiveness, okay, and we've covered that, okay, but overall, as an overall, I see it that way. So it's kind of like, maybe in a way people see you are what's the word, hard to get. And that's the attractive part about you. I guess sometimes it's like, the more we want something, the more we cannot get. So Yeah, you should definitely try to read up on maybe The Secret, anything to do with law of attraction, self-help. What else? Anything to do with attracting energetically. All right. So abundance planning. So this was what made me say, you should read more on spiritual books or something with working with energy. You can also try NLP, neuro linguistic. What's the P for? Program? Yeah, you can try that as well. Abundance planning here. This is why I was telling you guys, be careful of not spending too much, because initially I was thinking here, you guys may be browsing online, buying a lot of things to make yourself happy, but in the end it doesn't. And the more that by the end of it, when you don't feel happy, and then you ask yourself, what is wrong with me? Okay. So abundance planning is going to help you with this, because I really do think you're overspending. Okay, this one's very direct. Some of you may try to get this 招财猫. 招财猫 means the prosperity cat, when the paw comes up and down, because they want to rake in all the money. In Mandarin you call it 招财猫. I forgot what is it called in Japanese. Anyway, you can try those kinds of some feng shui thing. Otherwise, you can try crystals to try to bring in prosperity. I'm just trying to see what else I can get for you in this reading. If you are attracted, for some of you, if you are attracted to this devil aquamarine. Devil aquamarine is supposed to help you in conveying your messages, in speaking, in communication, because blue, the color blue is associated to our throat chakra. And I actually, if it wasn't for this pick a pile, I would have worn this, because it helps me convey my message, convey the reading more, I would say, more smoothly. All right. This is just something that I want to add in, because because of the Page of Swords and the Eight of Swords here. And probably you can also be aware of how you communicate, of how you talk to other people. Just something like that. Okay, so what makes you attractive? Let's do a summary. What makes you attractive? You are attractive. Why wouldn't you think yourself as attractive? And you're focusing on the wrong thing. You're waiting for that one person, while 10s and 20s and 30s people are waiting for you. But you distract yourself from them, from other people, by spending too much for your own good. And because you're waiting for this person, you're expecting this person to come back, and when they don't, you feel bad about yourself. Meanwhile, other people are just like trying to get your attention, and you're like, oh no, it's okay, I don't need your help. Oh, it's okay, I'm just gonna do this on my own. I don't think you know how good you are. I don't think you realize how attractive you are. I think in the beginning of the video, you may agree with me until the point when I talk about the Empress. You're like, no, that's not me, that's not me. And then after that, we go into this advice and you're like, oh my gosh, that's so me. You really, really don't see yourself as someone attractive. You believe yourself as someone not attractive because you cannot even accept yourself, because when the thing that you want most does not return to you, you think, oh, there's something wrong with me, I'm broken, I'm not enough, I'm not good enough, there's something wrong with me. No, there's nothing wrong with you. You are putting focus, you are focusing on the wrong thing. Yes. So what you're gonna do for yourself right now is to read up more on attracting good things to you. Be careful about spending your abundance. Okay, not everything that is good is good. Not everything that looks good in front of you is going to be good for you, for your soul. Meaning to say, you know, when you browse online, say, wow, there's sales here and sales there, and then when you get the thing, oh, it's crap. Oh, this thing is nonsense. Oh, when you get it, it's like, this thing doesn't make me happy. I want to buy something else that's gonna make me happy. No, don't do that. This reading, I just keep wanting to repeat that for some reason. Maybe it's for me to drill it in your head. Stop buying things. Stop buying things unnecessarily. Okay? Okay, take care of your money. And try to open up yourself energetically. You are already an empress. And by right, empress is someone who can attract everyone to you. And perhaps you do attract people to you, but in your mind, in your eyes, you only want this person, whoever this is. Okay? And in the end, you're just only going to drive other choices, other options away. You have options. You have choices. Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, Seven of Coins. What's missing here is Seven of Wands. Okay, I will see why Seven of Wands is not here. Yep. So it's kind of like, yeah. You're there, but your mind, your focus is not there. Whenever you do things, you are physically there, but your mind is elsewhere. Yeah? Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm done. All right, so pile number 2, that's all I have for you. I hope at the very least you get something out from this reading. I know I'm kind of like, I feel that from the beginning of this reading to the end, everything just came out. I don't even remember what I mentioned. No, wait, hang on. I do remember what I mentioned in the beginning. Okay, never mind, whatever. Okay, so pile number 2, that's all I have for you. So sorry for ranting, what's wrong with me? Anyway, thank you so much for your time. If you find this reading helpful, please do like, please do follow me, please do subscribe to me. I'm on, not just in YouTube, I'm also on Facebook, I'm in Instagram. And if you feel this reading may help your friends, please do help me share this video with them. And I will see you next video. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. So let's go to your reading. So I'm going to put this golden related here. So okay, so these are the oracle cards that I mentioned. So I'm going to put these babies here. We will talk about this later. All right, so what makes you attractive to other people? Okay, so these 3 cards here are actually the advice. We will talk about that later. So let's go into your tarot cards. Queen of Swords, Page of Wands, Ten of Cups. You must be a very, very fun person, and you are someone who is able to tell people, or maybe like it's easy for you to convey messages to other people. You're a person very likely who knows how to communicate with other people. You know, like for some people, they may rather just stay quiet or just keep things to themselves. You are very likely someone who will always give your own opinion and try to get the discussion going. And in some ways, you are a life of the party, in a sense that you enjoy when you party, when you have fun, you enjoy it to the fullest. Okay. And you are also someone, you're not that kind, you know, where people get tired just mixing around with you, but you are the kind that, you know, when you have fun, you have fun. And you bring a lot of joy. Sometimes it's just about your energy that makes other people feel that they have fun just being around you. Okay. You're not you I wouldn't call you the life of the party. I would say that you are someone who joins in, you know, and when people go to some event or to some party, they will not forget you. They will definitely ask you to tag along, because you're more like a people player kind of person. Okay. And they like that you know how to plan things. Very likely you are, if you were to go on a holiday, on a trip with your friends, or if you were to do anything, you're very likely the person who knows how to plan the trips, the destination, the itinerary. Yeah. you you're not too much adventurous, but you are adventurous, I would say. In other words, if you are very likely not the kind of person, oh no, I don't want to go hiking, oh no, I don't want to go to cinemas, oh no, I don't want to go to the park. Wherever people want to invite you to, you will go. You rarely not go. So in a way, I would say you are someone who enjoys the company rather than the destination of wherever it is that you're supposed to go. Like for example, let's say if people want to if your friends want to go to some five-star hotel to have buffet dinner, you'll go, okay, let's go. If your friends want to do something low budget, like maybe say to McDonald's, you will also say, let's go. To you, it's not more about the place. It is more about the company. It's more about the people. It is more about having fun. That is more important. I really like that even though you can mix around with other people, I would also say you are not the kind that will please people just because. You are definitely someone, if you are, you know, you are very, I would not diplomatic. You know, if one of your friends are doing something that is not right in your eyes, you will tell them straight. You're not the kind to to brush it off, and you're not the kind to butter them up. Okay. Okay, so let's see here. So this one, Queen of Cups, Ten of Swords, and Three of Swords. So how do people perceive you? as attractive? I think you are someone who has gone through a lot of um, troubled times. And so I would say that you're someone who is very experienced in handling bad times, which is why probably when it comes to you and everyone, you are very likely the most evolved among the rest. I mean, here I see you as the Queen of Swords, but other people see you as the Queen of Cups. In other words, you know how to care for other people. So, like I said, yes, you are the kind that, you enjoy company rather than this destination. You want to enjoy, you want to be happy with them. And that's why other people see you as someone who's caring, who's loving, who will always be there to protect the oppressed, who will always be the one who will take care of the heartbroken. And maybe to you, it's kind of like, to you, you, okay, I don't think you please people, but I think you are the person who puts priority on good friends and good connections, while other people, they're a bit shy or they're a bit ashamed that they have to trouble you to do so many things. But because you are willing to do it for them, they see you as the Queen of Cups, someone very caring, very lovable. You do not mind going through all that. To them, I do feel that they are a bit, they feel bad that they have to trouble you for something. But I know you don't mind. Okay? And the thing about it is, maybe, yes, in their eyes, you did get into trouble in certain things. But to you, it's more like, oh, it's okay. I'll just brush it off. I'll be fine. I'm okay. I am very experienced. Queen of Swords is a person who has gone through a lot of troubled times. That's why initially I mentioned that you are very experienced. Okay, you are very likely someone who has evolved. Your soul has evolved. You learned through all these troubled times before. It has happened in the past, all right? So, through all that, and through, perhaps probably you've gone through some spiritual awakening, maybe for some of you. So you learn how to live a more authentic, you live a life that you feel is more true to yourself. Okay, you're also, how other people see you, you're also someone who's not afraid to go through troubled times. It's kind of like, to you, you're more like, oh, uh some bad things happen, okay, no problem, just bring it on, I'll solve it. I don't care, I'm not afraid. Okay, and you're also someone who can see what's the word, the silver lining through any kind of situation. You can see the, what's the word, what's the other thing about silver lining, you can see the good in the bad. Yeah. I like that there's 10 of swords and 3 of swords here, in the sense that you're not afraid of these things. You're not afraid of going through trouble. You're not afraid of, you're not, I don't know, You're perhaps very, very brave, or you just have a very optimistic perception. You have an optimistic view of everything. Other people are like, oh my gosh, I don't want to avoid this. I don't want to go through this too. Because let's be honest, 10 of Swords and 3 of Swords combined is very, they're very, very harsh energies. But that's how they see you, especially not how they see you with the Queen of Cups. You know, they're probably wondering, is is this pile number 3 person, are they a Superman, Supergirl, Superwoman, Superboy? Go, they can go through any kinds of bad, bad situations, and they still will always be there to take care of the oppressed, of the heartbroken, of those who are feeling upset. You are a very, very patient person. It's really not easy to go through this kind of energies. But this is how people perceive you. This is why people see you as attractive. You are able to, when you go through very bad, harsh times, very likely no one knows that you go through a hard time unless you tell people, unless you mention your story to other people. And then they'll be like, huh, I didn't know, I never knew. And very likely when you go through difficult times, you don't ask them for help, in the sense that you do not want to bother them. You rather solve it on your own. You are very, very strong. Okay. Let me see what else I can see here. Interesting. Okay. All right, so I think we're gonna go here. So now we are going to talk about your advice. So like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, this is going to be your advice or some sort of message for you. I'm not sure if this will pertain to this reading or if this is a general message for you. So what I'm going to do, okay, wait, no, let me put these cards here. So this one, we will talk about this later. I will explain why. So some last message or advice for you. 8 of Cups, 6 of Cups, Page of Swords. There's something that you have to let go and be safe and feel safe. Let me see the rest of the cards and see what I can make up from this. Okay, hang on, let me see. Okay, this card first. Community. Doubt. Can you see? Okay, you can still see. Unfinished symphony. I kind of get it that this is something personal. Hang on. Why is community here? To be honest, this is not really like an advice, to be honest. Here with the 3 cards here, the first thing I see is that you can let go of something and feel safe because there's going to be a message coming in very, very soon for you. Very likely an unfinished symphony for some of you. Maybe you're waiting for a particular person to come back, and maybe you're going to hear from them very, very soon. Okay. Otherwise it can be just maybe it's from someone, maybe it is from a community. okay? And don't doubt yourself. When this thing comes in, don't doubt yourself, okay? Otherwise, I think this is more about how you work within the community, and it will explain why the 10 of cups is here. So like I said, you are someone who you don't really care about the place. You care about the connections. You care about the harmonious relationships and connections you have with other people. And very likely this is where it all comes in, the community, okay? And you have a lot of cups here. Interesting. So why is the doubt here? I think this is something that's quite very in your energy right now. If you are doing some sort of community-based project, and you know, unfinished symphony usually means that there's some sort of a break in between. So it will continue, it will come back, and then you have to redo, restart. I don't know why you have doubt. I wouldn't see you as someone who will doubt yourself. You are someone who will be a team player. Yes, you are a team player. And I would say it's more like to me what I'm feeling is there's some sort of group project or group event that is going to happen again. Happen again. I say happen again because we have unfinished symphony, which does indicate that it's supposed to, maybe it has a delay, maybe it stopped, maybe you guys gave up on it, and then now you guys are coming back together to continue it, which is probably why it's, for some of you it's like, oh, you have enough rest, this thing is going to come in and you're going to be busy again, okay? Page of Swords here, I don't really see it. Usually always is about receiving messages, okay? Receiving information. If it's not receiving, then you are giving, but I don't think you're giving because of the unfinished business here. And you know, once this thing, it just tells me something's coming in. It's not really your advice, it's just a message for you, okay? So something's coming in for you. You don't have to worry, you don't have to doubt about it. I'm not sure if this is because you're doubtful if this project is going to happen, or if you doubt yourself if you can do it, or if you know, doubt that you can work with other people. I'm not sure. Maybe we can get more from these two cards here. So finally, why I kept this as the last two cards, because this is actually from the Sacred Self-Care Oracle card by Jill Powell. So why I leave this to the last, because the thing about this card is that they can be too spiritual, and not everyone is going to be spiritual. So I'm hoping that I'm able to get a spiritual card and a non-spiritual card, so you can choose to work with either one, or if you want to work with both of them, it's totally up to you, okay? So we have plan a vacation and make a meal. So here's the thing, in my country, in Malaysia, we are having a total lockdown. I'm recording this on the 30th of May, which is a Sunday, but I know that I'm going to post this video on the 2nd of June, which is a Wednesday. So I'm pretty sure this does not apply to my country. I mean, can, but it really depends on whether or not we're allowed to fly. But I'm pretty sure most of us can't. But for those of you who are in other countries where you can still go around freely, make sure you're vaccinated, make sure you follow the SOPs, make sure you adhere to all safety precautions, okay? So plan a vacation. Perhaps it's about opening your mind, planning a vacation so that you can fully relax and let go, which I don't understand how it's related to this other cards, to be honest. Hang on. Perhaps that's why doubt is here, because whatever this thing is coming. Okay. So whatever this thing here is coming, somehow you have some problems with it, somehow you have doubt with it, with this. But you see, you have to remember the attractive, what people see you, why people see you as someone attractive is because you're always someone who can solve things through all kinds of bad situations. You are able to overcome them for some reason. Maybe you don't see yourself as that way. To you it's just like, but that's just how I work. But other people will tell you, well, not everyone can work like you. And you'll be like, oh really? So there's something about you, that you're so smart, that you're so knowledgeable, so intelligent. And I mean, yes, we are only human. Of course we have doubts, right? And it's normal and because we have doubt, that's why all the more we have to be careful with our planning. We have to do proper planning to make sure that we are doing things right and able to yield the right results. Correct? If we were a bit too like overconfident, we may neglect certain factors. We may miss out on certain things. So isn't doubt here going to be helpful for you? Okay. So again, planning vacation is very literal. It's definitely just to clear your mind so that you do not have too much doubt in your head to the point that it paralyzes you, right? All right. Make a meal. So I like this card very, 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 very much because if anything, this card just reminds you, okay, to making a meal is not just about you saving up on eating out. It's about putting the right kinds of food into your body. It is about putting quality food inside your body. When you treat your body, a lot of times, we just do exercises. We say that, oh, I want to exercise so that I can eat more junk food. No. I mean, it really depends on how you see your life. Okay, totally up to you. I'm not telling you what you should or should not do, but for this particular card, it is about you putting in quality food so that your insides are healthy. And then people say you glow from within, right? If you keep on taking junk food, okay, it's okay to, for me, it's okay to take once in a while, but don't overdo it. Okay, moderation is key. All right, but if you put in more good, clean, healthy food into your body, then of course you live a healthier life. You are more productive, which is probably why it's easy for you to clean out the doubt. Okay, and you have enough energy. No, most important thing, you have enough energy to do what this is. Okay, so probably why this is actually a message for you. It's not really an advice. If anything, if this is just the advice here, so it's like this too, whichever that you can do for yourself, it is to clear all the doubt within you. Okay, because whatever this thing is coming in, all right, it is something that's unfinished, something to do with a very big team. Okay, let's just put in a big team. Okay, maybe community, maybe it's like a family kind of thing. All right, and it's going to, I want to say coming soon, because very likely Page of Swords is something that's very soon. 3 months, 3 weeks. No, I don't know, but you will hear of it. Okay, when it does come to you, don't worry, don't doubt yourself. You can do this. You are someone who can go through all the storms for the sake of the community, for the greater good of everyone. You can do it, and you will do it simply because you are able to do it. Okay. Okay, pile number 3. So that's all I have for you. I really hope this resonates with you. I hope this helps you. Please do like, subscribe, follow me, and on all my social medias. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I'm of course on YouTube, and I will see you next video.